the day a president was shot in broad daylight with cameras going, people everywhere. One event happened and another was reported. Pictures say 1,000 words, especially to children. You can put it in written word all day long, but if you've got a photograph, it's much, much better. Donald Trump ordered that all the information regarding JFK be released. After it was filtered for 90 days, this came out and was completely ignored by the media. I'm going to read this note from Oswald to a Mr. Hunt. Dear Mr. Hunt, I would like information regarding my position. I am asking only for information. I am suggesting that we discuss this matter fully before any steps are taken by me or anyone else. Thank you, Lee Harvey Oswald. It didn't take Oswald long to realize he'd been made a patsy. As he was dragged from the theater, he was yelling over and over, "I am not resisting arrest. I am not resisting arrest," knowing he would likely be killed in custody. And he was. And here it is, Dallas Police Department leading Lee Harvey Oswald out into the public to be killed deader than hell by Jack Ruby. If you think that was an accident, you're nuts. Some of the motives that the media comes up with in every situation are almost laughable. In this case, Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald to save the First Lady the embarrassment and trouble of a trial. Nonsense. Famous reporter and TV personality Dorothy Kilgallen. She was interviewing Jack Ruby exclusively. She made the comment, "I'm going to blow the case of JFK wide open." It's been suggested that Dorothy Kilgallen never even met with Jack Ruby. It's documented. This is her going into prison and being searched. Dorothy Kilgallen leaving the jail in Dallas, Texas after interviewing Jack Ruby. After interviewing Ruby and making the comment she was going to blow the case wide open, Dorothy Kilgallen found dead in a bed she never slept in, reading a book she had already read without her reading glasses. Drug overdose. And then they started dropping like flies. This, JFK's best friend, heaved out the 13th floor window, called suicide, and again, the motive? Just distraught over his friend Jack Kennedy being killed. Jack Kennedy had a lot of women. This was one of them, and this was a mistake. This was a CIA agent's wife, a high-level CIA agent. Shortly after the JFK assassination, she was walking through a park in broad daylight and shot in the head. Marilyn Manson found to have the same drug cocktail as Dorothy Kilgallen. Suspicious, anyway. Historian and Professor Jim Marrs wrote the book Crossfire, or at the time of the writing listed 103 witnesses to the Kennedy death that had been, killed. They were dead. The BBC did an article where they used a statistician to find out what the odds would be of all of these Kennedy witnesses dying, and they put the odds at over 1,000,000,000,000 to 1. Immediately after the trial, Jack Ruby gave an interview where he said, "I will tell the American public everything about what happened involving me and the vice president, talking about LBJ, if they will just move me from Dallas to Washington." So they never did. Soon after, Ruby dead, Oswald dead, Kilgallen dead, Manson dead, his best friend dead, 53 other witnesses dead. Warren Commission buttoned it up. Nothing to see here, folks. Case closed.